So to begin 2024, I thought it would be a good idea to kind of declutter my bookshelves, call a time of death on some of my TBR books that I know I'm just not gonna get to, and take things off of my bookshelf that don't genuinely spark joy. So here is an unhaul of the books I'm getting rid of, and maybe we'll get to see me drop them off at some little free libraries. I'm going to get rid of The Queen's Assassin. I read this duology. I liked it. I don't love it. I don't reference it. So it's moving on. Then we have Twisted Love. I read this. I did not enjoy it. I'm so glad I listened to the audiobook, because for some reason audiobooks feel like free books to me. And I even read Twisted Hate thinking maybe it'll get better. Newsflash, it didn't get better. So she's leaving the chat. This book, Bunny, I don't think I was smart enough to enjoy this book. And when I look at this book, I genuinely feel dumb. So I have here with me 4 Colleen Hoover books. I feel like she got me into reading. I'm grateful for it. And I'm hoping putting these books into a little free library maybe will spark some other people's interest. I have Ugly Love, It Ends With Us, It Starts With Us, and Confess. I did enjoy these books. I just think it's time for them to find another home. I have Summertime by Willow Astor. As I mentioned in my 2023 wrap-up, I rated this book a 2 stars. And I need to look at life this way as well. 2-star books do not belong on my shelf. 2-star people don't belong in your life. I have Perks of Being a Wallflower. I know I read this sometime in high school. I have no recollection of it. Someone else might enjoy this, you know? Now in the portion of the video where I get things off of my TBR. This was hard because I bought these books with intentions of reading them, and it's a little bit easier to take books off my shelf knowing I read them, they fulfilled their purpose, and now they're moving on. But this hurts a little. So we have The Institute by Stephen King. I've never read this. I wanted to be a Stephen King girly. I bought it at a used bookstore. It even has the Target sticker on it. I just know I'm not going to read it. It's quite intimidating. So there she goes. I then have Lana Del Rey's poetry book. I'm not a poetry girly. I'm also not that big of a Lana Del Rey fan anymore. And I got my first tattoo when one of her albums dropped, and I was going to write, like, on my tattoo a lyric of hers, and I'm really glad I didn't, because it was just a face. I read A Touch of Darkness by this author, and it was so hard to get through. And then I bought this, not knowing it's by the same author. And I've had this on my bookshelf for 2 years, and just the thought of trying to read this book doesn't sound appealing to me. So I'm not going to. We have Wilder Girls here. The cover's interesting. I just don't think I'm ever going to read this. I look at this book, I pick up this book, and I don't have no desire. And then to wrap up my unhaul, I have 2 Colleen Hoover books, Without Merit and Reminders of Him. I've had both of these on my bookshelf for maybe a year, and I've had no desire to pick up a Colleen Hoover or buy another Colleen Hoover book. So they're moving on. Now we're gonna find some little free libraries, and I'm also going to drop off like 4 books with my fiance's cousin. She asked for 2 of them, and then the other 2 I think she might just enjoy based on the first 2 that she asked for. So let's go. First is I'm gonna kind of check what's in there, and then I'm gonna come in here and see how many books I can possibly drop off, because I don't want to leave anything like on the outside. So I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna come back for some books. Leave The Institute because it fits the vibe. The Whispers of War and The Perks of Being a Wallflower. thought I was gonna be able to get rid of all of them. I was kind of hoping for it, you know. And I picked this one because it was on my way home from dropping off books to my cousin. So now I gotta find another one, but I'm hoping to find another one that's like also on my way home. Ooh, this one's cute. It's in Norwalk. It's 14 minutes away, which means it's like 20 minutes away from my house. I guess we'll check it out. She's been spotted. I peeked just from the car because I had to park a little bit down the street. It doesn't look like there's a lot in there, but it doesn't look like there's a lot of space. So I've decided after I hit this library, I'm gonna go hit the Goodwill and donate the rest of the books. I feel like this library might be a little bit more well known because it's like not as hidden as the other one. So I am going to leave Summertime, the Lana Del Rey poetry book, Wilder Girls, and I left 3 at the last one, and I picked up 2, but they're kids books, so it's not like they're added to my TBR. And then I'm going to drop off 4 at this one. I'll see if I find anything that I'm interested, but I'm not really looking. Is that a dog? Oh, it is. Where is its owner? Oh, it has a collar on. Oh, what a good boy. He went potty. Oh, he's going back home. Okay. "101 Dalmatians," one of my favorite movies. Dog lover, had to get it. This is your sign to clean out your shelves, and this is your go-ahead to take books off of your TBR. It's not the end of the world, and honestly, you might feel a little bit better after doing it. I just want to say thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.